Hello everybody, so today I will be giving you my updated 2026 settings for Fortnite, and I get literally like the way I'm not really warmed up right now, but I can see my quads are looking perfect. It's literally zero delay. Even if I'm a bit on higher ping on 26, usually I'm on like 13. So yeah, like that. To my settings right now, obviously my display mode is full screen because I like having more FPS, and also obviously put your display on whatever you're actually using. Like, since I have two monitors, this is my main monitor right here. Your resolution, if you have a 1440p monitor and you have a PC with a, let's say, a 3070 or higher, you could put it on 1440p, but I have a 1080p to 40Hz monitor. VSync, you want it off because it will give you more input delay and it's absolutely horrible. Frame rate limit, I just put that into unlimited right now just to show my max FPS, but up on 240. So put this usually to your monitor's refresh rate, so if you play on 120, put it on 120. Now rendering mode, this you must have on performance. It is so much better than DirectX 12. It gives you more FPS, lower delay and everything. I'm super sad though that they removed the legacy performance, because that had literally like zero delay. But with my updated settings, in a future video I will show you my control panel settings, but these are just my normal settings right now. So yeah, this I still get zero delay, so yeah, so it does not affect too much, except that I used to get 500 FPS in normal reload, but now I get like maybe 240, a bit less. So yeah, brightness, I have this on 150. This is actually just preference. So user interface contrast though, it is better having this on 1%, because otherwise your game will, look like that. Colorblind mode, this is actually pretty important to see better in storm. So on this on Tritanope, colorblind strength, put this at 10, you're gonna see crystal clear in storm. User interface parallax, I have this on. So yeah, it's just better like this. I just like it. I think it's maybe preference, but I think if you have this on, it maybe gives you a little bit lower delay or something like that. Now, graphics quality, yeah, on performance mode, I have this to 100%. You can, if you put this on 90, you will have more FPS, but you will definitely at longer range, your if you see enemies, it's not going to be as crystal clear as on 100%. Dynamic 3D resolution, just put this on off. It really just makes your game like 100% and really blurry. It's horrible. View distance, I have this on here just for, I think this is just on what system you use. You should like put it on whatever you want. Like if you have a stacked out PC, obviously put it on Epic. I have it on near because for me it just gives me lower input delay and more FPS. Textures, these two though, you have to put them on low. This will give you so much more FPS. So yeah, show FPS, I will get a bit less FPS if I have this on, like that my CPU doesn't have to show my FPS all the time. But I just like seeing my FPS like when it's choppy or something. Latency markers though, put this off. Okay, if you're on a PC, maybe this is on console, I never play consoles, but put this off. It gives you so much input delay. And obviously if you're on NVIDIA Reflex low latency, for me on plus boost, it gives me lower delay and it also gives me more FPS for some reason. I've tried all these settings. On plus boost is the best for my PC, but I definitely do recommend you tweaking around on and on plus boost. So yeah, the port performance stuff. Put this off. For me, it decreases my FPS by about 100, 150. But keep this off on no matter what device you are, because then your PC is constantly sending information to Epic Games. So these are my video settings. More audio settings. Let me go all the way up again. I like having it on 70%, music on 70, just like that. It's not like too soft, but it's also not like too loud. Obviously dialogue on it, like I put that on 50. Voice chat. If you use Discord or something else, I just have my voice chat on 100%, like that. Sound quality, put this on high. You can hear your enemies from a mile away. 3D headphones, put this off. For me, it just gives me more input delay. Now game. Here are where some good settings are at. If you play in Europe, well, then you put it on Europe. Play in the East, but if you're not sure if you're on in the East, Central or West, you can just put it on auto. It will redirect you to the best server. The language is obviously English, so yeah, you can have this in whatever you want. Toggle sprint, I have that on. Auto open doors, I have this on, but I used to have this off, but I just keep it off now these days because I used to have my reset button on my right mouse click. I'm left-handed, so yeah. Auto activation, I just have this on this. So yeah, you can just copy this. Preferred icon slots, I do have this on configured. So my first slot is a assault rifle or something. My second slot is a shotgun. Third slot is sniper or bow. Fourth slot is utility, and slot 5 is consumable item. Then hold it to pick up This is really useful on controller, but since I have scroll wheel pickup, I have this on, but I have no clue why. I just assault with this off. Actually, I'm gonna keep it on just for when I play controller. Yeah, simple build. I do not care how bad you are, but this will make you worse. You will never be able to improve. Simple build. Keep this off forever. Epic should genuinely remove this from the game. It's that bad. Reset building choice, obviously should have this on. Turbo building, obviously you should have this on. Simple edit. Now this, if you're like really bad on controller and you want to improve, you can use simple edit on. But if you're like me and you play keyboard and mouse, just put this off. Unless you have like a G502 and you want to have the scroll wheel edit thing. So yeah, disable pre-edit option. I have this on. I don't know why, but it gives me more auto confirm edits. Now, I would recommend this on both. That's what I use. But some seasons both is kind of laggy, so then I put it on edit. So yeah, you should switch between these two and see which one just feels better. Contextual tips, just keep this off unless you're really new to the game. Now here, these are on console, like on replays, these are on console though. I keep all of these off. This decreases FPS by a lot. So minimum FOV of this at 75, maximum of this at 105. Peripheral lighting, this off, just gives me more input delay. If I have this on. In video highlights I do keep this on, but I have this only on when I have elims, not on anything else, not when I'm going down or anything. Turbo delete and creative mode, I have no clue what this is, so I just have that on. Now this is also on console. These, put this to never, put this to off bright. This is like battle royale, you can keep this on whatever you want. Game UI, Okay, if I just quickly come back up, these, yeah. To keep this on cumulative, it will list your damage numbers when you are damaging a player. If you hit him like for twice for 25, it's gonna just add up like 50. I really like this. Critical feedback damage, I have this on hit only. Damage number scale, I have this on 125, just because like that, if I hit somebody far away, I can see perfectly what I hit them for when I hit my 250s. Okay, HUD scale, I like this on 75%. It just looks clean and it gives me more, it gives me less input delay. I don't know why, but I just like feel less of I can do my stuff much quicker. Come back to all this. This issue though, just keep how it is. Latency debug stats, just keep that off. If you want to, you can put your net debug stats on, like that you can see your ping. If you keep this off though, you will have like maybe one less ping, but yeah. So now for my mouse and keyboard settings. I use a 6.4 Y-axis sensitivity, with a targeting sensitivity of 30 and a scope sensitivity of 25. Yeah, but my DPI on my mouse is 100 and no, it's not 100. It's 1200. So I like this more than 800 because I can just like hit better flicks and stuff. It's honestly just a dream. Building sensitivity, I have this a bit higher. My editing sensitivity a little bit higher. It just makes your editing and building much better, or just like much faster and stuff. Your edits. Zoom scaling, I have this on off, giving me less input delay. So yeah. Ignore controller input. If you play controller sometimes like me, obviously you want these both off. But if you don't even have a controller, then just now, I do use double movement, so these are the best I found for myself, but you can also check other YouTubers, keyboard movement and stuff. Mine is forward diagonal angle is 62, 95 and 135. It's just really nice. So if I come to my these are my lines. Okay, there are some. I will also be showing my controller lines and sensitivity. So yeah, my crouch is Alt. I have to repeat myself though. I do use WASD, and I'm left-handed, so my right hand is on WASD. So these will not really work for right-handed, but for fellow lefties out there, you can give this a try. So my crouch is Alt. It's really easy for me to hit this. My sprint is Shift. Auto run, I do not use that. But my jump is spacebar, so I have to pretty much smash the spacebar with my palm. But for me, it's just actually better because like that, I don't have to use a whole finger on a spacebar. I could do it with my thumb, but I'm not gonna be as fast then. So yeah, like I said, I do use WASD. I do not have any of this. So yeah, if you're left-handed, please do try these binds and settings, but only if you do have a mouse that has side buttons on the right side. Primary, yeah, this is my normal stuff. Reload, I have to press that with my ring finger on my right hand, so yeah. Oh yeah, little tip, do not bind your pickaxe in combat. It gives you a bit more input delay. So yeah, you should bind it in MISC. I'll show you later. So yeah, weapon slots 1, these are just like that. So I just keep them like that, I just like it. Use, I scroll wheel up, so when I get chests and stuff, I'm always the first one to pick it up because I have scroll wheel pickup, so it's pretty much just as good as macro. Toggle scope mode is G. So yeah, I have to pinky. I have to hit that in with my pinky, but it's pretty comfortable for me. So obviously building, have that on Alt. So yeah, I can also give you like the if you're right-handed, I could my build binds. I could like kind of like put them on right-handed for you, but you're just gonna have to see for yourself. Oh, so yeah, I use Alt, so for y'all it's probably gonna be Control. On wall it's E, so on right-handed, for right-handed it's Q. These two are the same on mouse. So my floor is my top mouse button, and my stairs is my down mouse button. So yeah, roof it is Control. So for a right-handed person it would be Alt. So that's pretty much cone. Yeah, those are my bold lines. Place bowling, I do have this on my right mouse button. This is for me much comfortable, like that I can place it with my index finger and everything. Rotate bowling is obviously R, change bowling material. So pretty much these two I swapped. So yeah, bowling edit it is Q. For a right-handed person it would be E. So yeah, obviously that's Alt. Select bowling edit, it's also that. My right mouse button. Preset bowling edit, it is I just have a double scroll wheel down. It's so fast actually. Switch mode I have it on Z. So yeah, you can just copy all of it. I do have my emote on P instead of B, because when I'm smashing sometimes my spacebar I tend to sometimes hit B, but it's almost never, so yeah. So here's where you want to bind your pickaxes in this, so yeah, it's much better. Here. Minus caps, you can make it whatever you want. So cursor mode, put this on tab, because then when you want to sort stuff in your inventory, you just have to hold tab and then you just have to let go and it's gonna go away. Toggle map, it's M. There you go. I don't know if any of these is gonna matter, so I can just take this. Now for controller lines. So you can just copy all of these. These are the best for me, but obviously sensitivity, each preference. This tweak zone, I found that these are the best settings for me. So, and just a general little tip, keep this on 14, keep this on 2, it's not too much then. So yeah, now for my controller buttons. They're kind of weird, so yeah, I'll just quickly kind of scroll through this. Like, if you want to have 0 delay though, copy these binds, not my bold binds, but my edit binds, because I do have 2 back paddles, so yeah, can you keep it warm for me, keep it on for me like a shower, I needed to run for me, hold it down till I'm pulling up. Yeah, so just my switch mode, I like it on my middle button. That's good, so you have to kind of like put this a couple times and look at it's actually like applied, but I feel when you have it, your middle button is much easier to then like switch it to your bolt and stuff. That's just personal preference. But usually this is like your edit button right here, usually a circle, but you have to unbind that there, and then you have to go down here on edit button, then you put it in there, and then you should have there's not a little circle, like a little bit of delay. So edit, most of these lines are actually personal preference. So guys, I'm gonna end the video right there. I hope if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider leaving a like, but so, yeah, it helps me out a bit. trying to monetize as soon as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna edit right there. So yeah, peace.